Let's give some other shitty companies advertisement. Coming to WhiteHatJr.
Good one.
Okay, I want to put a disclaimer. Anything I say ahead of this, I am biased towards my community of coders and the people who are getting into coding. So I'm gonna be extremely harsh at WhiteHatJr. Just because you're targeting my people.
Fair enough.
Everything I say is gonna be super duper biased.
Also, I'm kind of the middle guy because I'm not into coding, but I really respect people who code because it's an art. I believe coding is an art because
हाँ भाई बहुत मेहनत लगता है come on.
हाँ मेहनत तो definitely लगता है, but मेहनत तो बहुत बहुत चीजों में लगता है. And the thing is, people look at coding as if it's something extremely technical or it's like a hard skill. I mean, definitely coding is a hard skill, but it requires a certain amount of creativity to be good at coding, to be paid in lakhs to just code, right? Because coding is a hard skill. So when you incorporate something new into it that nobody else can replicate, that's when you get actual value as a coder. So I believe coding is an art. Advait, you can continue.
Okay, क्या अच्छे से डाला वो. I am so impressed and proud of you. हाँ इतना अच्छा statement.
You're welcome.
Damn, it's hard to sit on a company after that, but okay. The thing is, coding, when you know how to do it, it seems super easy. Like, if I try to learn something new, it's easy because there is a barrier of entry when you start coding. And that barrier of entry is hard to go above, or whatever the correct term is, but people get intimidated by it thinking it's really hard. And what these edtech startups, like mostly WhiteHatJr, and I don't want to take दूसरों का नाम because whatever, but what they do is they capitalize on that fear. The thing is, there are a lot of these.
You haven't even heard of them.
Market hai.
Yes, there are a lot of them. I remember reading up about another company which recently is getting into the edtech coding thing, but I don't remember the name. Please continue.
So coming back to the point, coding is one of those topics which has a lot of teachers who are passionate about what they do. Like, there are a lot of teachers, you'll find a lot of them who know coding and who are really passionate about spreading that knowledge, because coding started that way. Coding was done by people who sat in basements, they didn't go out. So the internet and everything has a lot of knowledge that you can take for free. That's the thing, for free. And there are truly passionate teachers who teach coding on YouTube, on Khan Academy, etc., who don't want to get paid, they just want to spread knowledge. And anyone can learn the basics of code, any coding language, or even the fundamentals of coding for free. Absolutely. I learned it that way.
100%.
And that's the way to go, I think. Before, complex cheese seekhna, I get it, you have to pay Coursera and stuff, which is 100% worth it. But to get started, it's not worth paying 5,000, 6,000, 33,000, 1 lakh. Ye unka packages hai.
That's insane.
Click on your standard, and har isme 3 packages. You imagine paying 8,000 for 6,000 for 8 classes.
My God, really? That's the rate at WhiteHatJr.
Yeah, that's the rate at 8 classes. Then there is 30,000 for some classes, and then there is 1 lakh for 140 for classes.
Bro, that's insane. That is absolutely
exactly. And their website has this testimonials he bolta hai, I think unko, right?
Oh God.
This 9 years, and they're capitalizing on little kids and new parents. I assume their target audiences.
New parents.
There are parents who are insecure ki itna competition mein, how is the kid gonna survive, and they're capitalizing on that fear, and it sucks.
It sucks. Like,
there's nothing worse than that.
That's the major complaint that most people have with these companies, is that they are telling these companies to take their capitalism out of the play school.
Exactly. Leave the kids alone, man. I mean,
yeah, man.
If you do it with a 20-year-old kid, I understand. 20-year-old kid, they can figure out what's right, what's wrong. These kids, and these parents are insecure too.
It is. I believe the market is the parents. It's not the kids. Here, you have no choice but to blame the parents because the kid doesn't know better. The kid will not go out and look for WhiteHatJr ka. I mean, they can. Definitely, there's a lot of kids out there who will get interested in it, and I really encourage it. But I wouldn't encourage parents to like. There'll be just another whole wave of humans, very young humans, who are being forced into something that the society requires them to be. I was pushed into that at the age of say 9th standard, 10th standard. मैं 14 साल का था, 15 साल का था, ठीक है, चले. But like when they are in 10th standard, you're putting them under societal pressure to go and do coding for like lakhs of rupees. That makes absolutely no sense, man. Like, come on, what the heck, man?
And whatever these guys are teaching, it's super duper basic. It's like one
Really?
book का knowledge. Yeah. अरे भाई क्या बकवास
Exactly.
कर
You
रहे
can't
हो?
you can't teach complex stuff to elementary school kids
Kids.
because वो लोग को maths पहले सीखना पड़ता है, logic थोड़ा develop करना पड़ता है. And वो कैसे होगा? हाँ.
School जाके that's the thing.
हाँ, school जाके playground में खेल के बाहर explore करके.
They start capturing you at first standard, okay? First standard. First is sequence and
Bro.
fundamental coding,
Bro.
blocks and loops.
Bro,
Okay, पहली बात तो now that I read it,
first standard.
don't teach this to a first standard kid.
Bro, first standard में addition सीख रहे हैं हम. Regular, binary नहीं.
Okay, they don't even know division. First standard में. Like I found it out the hard way कि first standard kids को division नहीं आता. When my little brother was in first standard, तो yeah.
My God.
I think you have to teach a first grader. If he likes doing it, it's fine. You can find other ways to teach him that. It's just that it's not worth paying all this money.
It's insane.
You can
just go to
some
go to Khan Academy. वहाँ से पढ़ा लो यार तुम. सीधा पैसा
Khan
कैसे
Academy
पागल है?
free.
It's completely free. You mentioned the podcast, right? How I built this. He was on that podcast recently. So.
Oh, I have to listen. I have to stop listening to podcasts आजकल. God.
Yeah, same. मेरे को time नहीं मिला. But I listened to like 10 minutes of it. It's very cool. Like, my God, that he has a very cool story. So yeah, you should go check it out. How I built this with Kairaz, featuring Sal Khan. He tells you how he built Khan Academy for free completely. And yeah.
That's so nice. And okay, I don't know if everything comes under EdTech, but companies like Udemy is still in that gray area, but Coursera, Masterclass, this Khan Academy, Code.org, all these companies are trying to push yeah, there are good startups about teaching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then बाकी की ये दूसरे side पे just kind of scam you. See, you can't
say scam.
Call them scams. They are providing stuff. It's just that come on, bro. And the problem is, you can, as an insider who knows stuff about all this, it's easy to see through their bullshit, marketing bullshit.
Yes.
But as an outsider who doesn't know कि क्या चल रहा है, it's hard for them to see. And I feel bad for them because, again, these companies have done their math. They know their audience and they're gonna get money.
That's the truth. I mean, they just got acquired by Byju's for like $400 million, $300 million. Insane.
See, Byju's ka the thing is, I have watched a few tutorials Byju's ka, and the way they teach it, कि एकदम basics में जाके those good animations के साथ पढ़ाते, it seems worth it at that point. कि
I know.
This is how they judge this. कि a tutorial or something is good if it teaches you something you couldn't learn elsewhere.
Yeah.
And at the time जब Byju's आया, schools में Pythagoras theorem was क्या होता है?
A square plus
B square plus C square. But they, at the one video I saw, they showed कि क्यों है ऐसा.
Yes.
And that is what made them good. I hope
that was
acquire करके WhiteHatJr becomes something better. Like they'll have to completely change their marketing stance and stuff.
No.
They're not
bad news for you. they WhiteHatJr became like this because they got acquired by this. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I didn't know this.
It's been a long while.
I thought they got acquired after the memes.
No. WhiteHatJr has been there for a long time. After it got acquired, all this marketing as capitalization has started. Where do you think they got the money for these advertisements, bro? Where do you think?
I have no clue.
Byju's, like, it's the biggest one in the world or something. like one of the biggest edtech startups in the world at this point. And that's great. I really like it. Like at the beginning, when I saw Byju's, my first interaction with Byju's was actually like they conducted this
टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया ने
test.
कंडक्ट किया था. Oh, same.
I
मेरा
didn't-
मेरा भी वही था.
Were you at the NSCS stadium?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
they had Samsung tablets and we had to give a test. Oh,
Yes.
oh, you were there too.
My God, what a
It
coincidence.
was the biggest marketing stunt I've seen.
I swear. Like I literally
Imagine
sat there for
distributing
Hmm.
Samsung tablets
My
पूरा
God.
stadium में.
I swear. That was insane.
They took them back, but still, the fact that they had them.
The kind of money that the event would have taken to organize. What, 5 years back? 6 years back? I don't remember.
Although
but-
Samsung was one of their investor or sponsor.
Yes. That's fair enough.
But still,
But-
to get Samsung to invest or sponsor you is pretty.
This is
Pretty
the
amazing.
thing. When you do good marketing, you don't have to go to people's houses. They come to you to get advertised for an entire hour. Do you-
It was so clever. What
Yeah.
happened? Okay, मैं पूरा story बताता हूँ.
हाँ,
पे
बता.
मेरे इसमें happened. So school में they conducted a test. ठीक है? They asked किसको आना है. They didn't go कि तुम आओ smartest होगा. They said कि there's only a test and they distributed a pamphlet जिसमें ये था कि prices are Samsung Galaxy Tab S3
Yes.
जो भी था.
Yes.
A lot of people gave the test and somehow a lot of people passed. We're like, oh damn, you're smart. Then you got called to a stadium, specifically invitation ke saath. You get an invitation, you get called to a stadium. And the people sit there, they conduct a test there. And you think you can win because there are a lot of tablets being distributed. ठीक है? There are a lot of tablets in stadium में, the probability is pretty high. And then you realize, एक मिनट वो सारे tablets all over India ये होने वाले थे. If there are 200 tablets, अगर बस वो stadium में distribute हो रहे हैं, chance is high, but पूरे India में distribute हो रहे हैं, तो chance is very very low.
Yes. Yes.
So that's the thing. And then ये starts, and they don't introduce you कि या अभी हम बायजूस का एडवर्टाइजिंग करेंगे. बायजूस का नाम सुनाई नहीं देगा तुम लोग को अब तक. ये पूरा स्टेडियम में सेकंड
it will be- it will be on the-
टू बायजूस का नाम.
It will be on the posters. It was on everything, but like they didn't mention it at all until after the
छोटू सा था.
after they conducted the test on the tablets and they took the tablets back. Did they actually start like advertising it?
And then they introduced this guy and they said कि इसने ये टेस्ट दिया था, he cracked it, he didn't give the next test, he cracked it again, he didn't give the next test, and उसका बहुत सारा तारीफ किया. ठीक है? And then this guy came up on stage, he showed a couple of his videos and then the marketing started कि we have this app जहाँ पे ऐसा बहुत सारे videos होने वाले हैं and people are invested. Okay, वो 1 घंटा उधर बैठे, they might as well take something from it.
हाँ, वो लोग इतना
And
दूर से
बाहर
आके
जाके so many people bought it.
yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure they at least broke even. Not actually broke even, but they got a lot of customers. If not on that day, after that day, I'm pretty sure they did.
I mean, I don't usually have oh my god, what a company ka marketing move, but that one.
That was insane. That was pretty insane. Like it was conducted on a national level. That's the first time I heard of Byju's. And I thought I was smart, but then I realized they just wanted a lot of people to attend the marketing event.
That's the thing, na, ki you know your marketing is good when the customer doesn't understand that he's being advertised to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't.
And nobody
understand I
likes
was
being advertised to.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that we like मैं बहुत दूर रहता हूँ यार नेहरू स्टेडियम से. ठीक है, जहाँ वो एक्चुअल था. I went all the way there.
It was a really long drive मेरे लिए भी.
Yeah, absolutely. तेरे लिए तो और ज़्यादा. मतलब oh my god. So yeah, I traveled an hour or something like that to get advertised for 1 hour. That's how good their marketing was. My god, too good these guys. So yes, Byju's has been here for a long time. They've been at the beginning. The appeal was very very high. Like even I was amazed. Oh my god, I want to do this. मेरे को चाहिए tablet. मेरे को चाहिए 3D illustration में full Pythagoras theorem बाजी. But now it's not that anymore. There's no appeal. It's just tutorials, but it's online. I don't know. It's whatever. It's modern stories. I should probably not say that name.
हाँ वही.
Um, Tahesh Memorial.
Okay, coming
It's
back to the second last point I had
about
schools. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, man.
It's your job to introduce kids to these basic concepts which are very, very necessary, Abhi. Like, you can't live without at least knowing how things are done, coding wale world. At least you have to know
because you're gonna have to
way.
refer it at some point in your life. At this point, there's an app for everything. People are creating websites for everything. There's startups right and left. You just need to know at least the basics of coding.
And
like you need maths. It's as simple as that, man. Just you don't want. Even if you don't want to be a mathematician, they teach you maths. Even if you don't want to be
and
a
it's
coder,
necessary.
you should know basics. Exactly.
And the thing is, knowing how to code gives you I don't know what that is. I don't know if everyone feels that, but you get this power that you can create anything in the world, like anything as a computer say related. You can create anything. Like after crossing that barrier, you can create anything you want just by sitting on a table.
It does. Absolutely.
That's so cool.
It's very cool.
It's like Lego, but you can create anything you want.
Yeah, Lego, but without like buying the actual pieces. Because like coding software is free. Learning is free.
How? Why? Exactly, it's free.
It's the best.
Don't pay for
it's the best. Absolutely. So that
was
the
what
point.
I was thinking. That was the point. And okay, extending to that, my school, I don't want to take its name or whatever, but my school had a nice computer science program. Like that is what introduced me to the basics of coding and stuff pretty well. And I realized that not all schools had it. Which is sad, but मेरे school में भी not a lot of people gave attention to it, but at least basics build हो गया था सबका when they got out of school.
Yeah.
So it's the school ka job to do all this.
I did not even know there was a subject like coding and making softwares until I got out of school. So that just says a lot
that's
about
okay. I guess schools ko better hona padega and stuff. I don't want to get into it. It's just that schools should do a better job, and not just coding per se. There is another field that you should do a better job so that classes don't hunt down students. We all know what you're talking about, but
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
J.
Oh, sorry.
Beep that out.
Yeah, the thing is, let's say competitive exams. It's called competitive exams. So yeah, I don't think that's the reason that people go for classes for competitive exams. It's the reason that these classes make you do stuff, right? Unless you're dedicating a certain amount of time every day, it's difficult to crack competitive exams. And people can definitely do it by themselves without going to a class, but that's a very small percentage. A lot of people need someone to push them and to do work, right? And log procrastinate karte vagara. So in that sense, I believe
there are a lot of factors, I guess.
Absolutely. So in that sense, I believe it's okay to pay someone money to make sure that your child is studying on time and studying the appropriate amount of time. I mean, it's a step in that direction because that's the many bahut bhare, but main padha hi nahi feel. So that's a different point altogether. But I think that reason to like go to classes is fair. It's all right. It's okay. But our problem is with WhiteHatJr just spreading is just capitalizing on fears, right? We think it's wrong, and especially younger people ka.
The thing is, as a person, like we both can see through their bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And I pity them ki what went wrong ki you had to do this. So it's just sad, I guess, on both parties.
The thing is, the people who are our age, they know उनके ऊपर marketing tactics नहीं चलने वाले. चलेगा किस पे? Parents पे, जिनको who don't know better, who have never heard of Stack Overflow. ठीक है. And that's, I feel, another reason why Advait is kind of pissed with WhiteHatJr, because the entire coding community has grown because of sharing on the internet. Stack Overflow is literally the source of professionals. Professionals use Stack Overflow to complete their codes, build programs. Instagram के जो coder ने definitely जाके Stack Overflow refer किया. मैं लिख के देता हूँ तुमको, ठीक है? So the entire coder community.
you bring any professional coder, अगर उससे Stack Overflow नहीं use किया रहेगा पूरा life में, I'll give my life away.
Yeah.
There
It's-
is
it's-
not one person on earth who hasn't used it.
That's why I'm telling you that coding is an art. You need people's help. You need to learn from other people. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि this is one rule, the second rule, follow it, you're successful. ऐसा नहीं होता है. It's a mix of soft and hard skills. What works for someone else may not work for you. That's why Stack Overflow exists. And it's a community that has grown not because of capitalist companies, but because of people who want to actually disperse this knowledge. Because coding ऐसा नया, it's a very new concept, dude. Especially in India, it's extremely new. So
It's new because the cycle of teaching doesn't get refreshed so often.
Absolutely. That's right. That's a great point. And that is where the school point comes in, that schools need to upskill quickly and like
Exactly.
build up
And-
the infrastructure.
Okay, for people who still don't believe me कि coding का starting should be free, Stack Overflow is a website which is referred to by professionals and beginners. It has solutions to almost all the problems which are mature enough. They're direct solutions. You can just copy paste it. They're given by people. That is free.
Absolutely, dude. Like the thing is,
So if you think your coding ka basics can't be free, you're wrong.
you're wrong, man. The thing is, learning any skill ka basics is free today on the internet. Any skill, literally any skill. Now, if you're looking for, the thing is, now in today's age, people are not paying for education. They're not paying for information. They're paying for organized education. They're paying for organized information. There are hundreds of YouTubers online who can tell me the basics of say After Effects, right? But if there is another person on Skillshare who is making chapters and who is making lessons increasing in difficulty and complexity, and at the same, like, he's doing it in a very extremely systematic manner, right? That's the difference between YouTube and Skillshare. Information is way more systematic on Skillshare. Okay?
But nahi,
That's
I
why
would
people
like
pay
to
for
major
it.
in that.
Hmm.
There are legit channels जो एकदम starting से
Yes.
start करते हैं. It's
Yes,
like
yes. On YouTube
they
also
are
that's
better than what the other other offerings, paid offerings. That's the thing.
Absolutely. There's a lot of YouTube channels who also organize their content.
See, I don't mind paying for. I paid for professional coding tutorials like Coursera and stuff. And they are organized, but because once you go above it, it gets hard to organize, and it's at that point ads say you can't pay for the work you're doing.
Yes.
But at the base level, it's so easy, and so many people have done it. Okay, there is no point.
It makes no sense to spend money to get started on any skill, not just coding. I think that's the point. I think that's the podcast. That's pretty good. I hope you liked it.
We just ranted on two companies. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, man. But both of these companies are associated with technology, so we had to do it.
Yeah, you shouldn't really mess with us.
So, if any of you go and start up a bad company, we're gonna rant about you. Do you know that? Yeah, I hope you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember.
And since we know you personally, we'll have you come on the podcast and rant to you. That would be fun.
Good one.
Like inviting someone.
We
like your company and just why this. It's gonna be so.
Oh my god. If you can subscribe and like and share this to your friends, we'll do that. We'll do that with the CEO of founder of Micromax. Okay.